Designed with the driver in mind, the all-new Mazda CX-90 is the perfect blend of high-performance appearance and world-class refinement. Right now, get 0.9% financing on the all-new CX-90 at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer. Team Mazda, a member of the Team Automotive Group.
That would be concerning and maybe set a precedent moving forward.
If you have plans to be outside, you might hit a couple of these little passing showers.
A drug bust and a few arrests made. Look at what they hauled in here.
Well, hello. Happy hump day to you and you and you. Thanks for joining us here on 9 News Now.
Midweek Wednesday. Welcome to it, everybody. I know somebody. Actually, standing right over here. Name's Stacy Broden. She's our senior producer. Wednesday is her favorite day of the week. Why?
She's a smart woman.
Because we're past the hump.
Past the hump.
Smart woman.
As you wake up this morning, you're kind of just getting to it. For us, though, we've been going at it for a while now. So here we are, past the hump. This hump could. This is what my eyes feel like every morning these days. Like seriously, I have to like rub the
Make sure it
water
clears
out
up.
of them. Yeah. And
Keep
I'm
rubbing.
like,
It's not getting clearer.
I know. So is that a me problem, or are you seeing that too?
I am too.
Okay.
Could that mean rain is in the capital region? How about we check in with Jeff Morrow? Is it just our eyes, or is there rain here?
It's still just sprinkles for right now, but we are expecting more of the rain to actually reach the ground as we move deeper into the day. Yeah, rain likely in our forecast for today, so make sure to grab the umbrella, the rain gear, whatever you've got for that as we move forward. Hairspray, a good idea too, not just because of the rain, but also because breezy winds will be also with us this afternoon. We're borderline light jacket to short sleeves. It depends on your preferences because temperatures are not going to move at all through the day. Notice with our pinpoint forecast, we're staying in the 60s. So if 60s is kind of cool to you, you may want a light jacket. If 60s is perfect weather for short sleeves, then grab the short sleeves as you head outside. Notice the rain chances really peaking as we go late morning into the early afternoon. So right around lunchtime, our best opportunity of picking up rainfall. You can see rain coverage begins to decrease as we head towards late afternoon into the early evening. All this tied to an area of disturbed weather here in the Gulf of Mexico. Lots of tropical moisture streaming into the western half of the Gulf of Mexico today. It'll be into the eastern Gulf of Mexico, though, for tomorrow, so we'll be drier by that point. So you look at the radar, looks worse than it actually is. And in fact, we are dealing with a little bit of some droplets right now here in the Baton Rouge area. But you look at Futurecast and it's this persistency with the rains as we move through the rest of the day. Now, it'll still be a little bit off and on, but we're going to get periods of moderate rainfall. Most of the heavier rains, though, stay along the coastal margins. As we go towards lunchtime, though, here's where we see rains most widespread and probably most measurable. That's because as we head towards mid to late afternoon hours, most of the moisture starts to stream towards the east and the rains start to exit, and we begin to dry things out as we head towards your evening hours on Wednesday. For Thursday, expecting partly cloudy skies in the forecast. We're going to keep things dry for Thursday. Temperatures rebound into the 80s. We'll be in the upper 80s to near 90 degrees for Friday afternoon. Got a couple of showers along the coast as we await the arrival of our next front. That front's going to be pushing through the area on Saturday morning. So look at the estimation of rainfall from the model that I just showed you. Estimations of around 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rainfall on average across our viewing area. South of the interstate corridor, though, still could see the possibility of 1 to 2 inches of rain in spots. Probably not going to be widespread, but certainly could have some pockets of heavier rainfall here and there, mainly along our coastal parishes. We're tracking that next cold front, as I mentioned, coming in on Saturday. You can see the disturbance that's going to be bringing that. A lot of dry air going to be in place, so not going to produce any rainfall with it. But Saturday into the early part of next week, that cool air continues to drop down. And what does that mean in terms of your temperatures? Well, we go from a daytime high near 90 degrees Friday to a high only in the mid-70s by Sunday. Now, no excuse for in terms of weather to keep you from voting at the polls on Saturday. Actually, a picture-perfect day, even if you have to stand in line at your polling location. Johnny?
Thank you, Jeff. Good morning, everybody. Behind me is our map of the city, and our traffic watch is indicated by the different colors. Green is what we like. Red and yellow are slower traffic flows coming out of Denham Springs, certainly. And right here at the 1012 merge, do have a couple of things going on. One up on Plank right near the airport, not too far off of Harding. Have another one on Mickens at Silverleaf. And then this one right here is on the right side of the interstate, right past College near Acadian. And that's backing up the interstate traffic to around the 1012 merge. a little bit before that, but that is rush hour traffic and the wreck. So the wreck is over on the far right side of the interstate. There's your backup, and that's backup going toward the College Drive area. And again, it's going to be right past College toward Acadian. Right shoulder should be clear momentarily. And added to our morning rush hour, bridge traffic is slow coming in from Port Allen, very slow as a matter of fact. And our drive times, 21 minutes from Gonzales. I can tell you that a lot of that's going to be right down near the 10-12 merge. And then, of course, 25 from Denham, and 6 to 8 minutes from the 10-12 to downtown. Quite most of that's going to be between the 10-12 and Acadian Thruway. 707 WAFB Plus is where you are watching right now. We do this for you every morning. Give you a little synopsis, a little brief headline version of 9 News this morning on what you might have missed during the big show. And Studio B is where it all happens. Matt and Liz.
You see a CTV right there? Have we ever talked about what that means? People probably just see WAFB CTV. What is CTV?
It's a little confusing, right?
Is.
Connected TV. It's all the things that you can't get on your traditional channels, right? So connected TV, if you're watching us here on WAFB Plus, we're giving you a brief rundown of all the headlines that you may have missed during the big morning show on regular TV.
Sure.
So we start in the nation's capital, where we could find out whether United States Congress has a new Speaker of the House today.
Okay, so the last time we did this, we saw this in prime time. Goes late into the evening. Drama from the House floor as they went through 15 votes before they were finally able to get Kevin McCarthy the votes for House Speaker. They are hoping, Republicans are, to avoid that this time, meeting behind closed doors to figure out if they have the 217 votes needed to get somebody into that chair with that gavel. So will we even see a vote here? Because they want to make sure they have the votes before they come to the floor. There's a lot going on.
That's it. Congress members want to enact a proposed rule to make sure that they have that security first before taking that vote. So there's a lot going on in the nation's capital. We're keeping our eyes on that, and we're going to let you know throughout the day.
This has been a gigantic story. The whole world following what's going on in Israel and Palestine. And actually, a name that a lot of folks in Louisiana are going to know, former Insurance Commissioner Jim Brown, was in Israel shortly before everything got going.
What's crazy, Matt, is that he happened to be there meeting up with some friends in Israel. He had a gut feeling. I should just go home. I got to go home. That ended up happening. He went home hours before the first Hamas attacks there in Israel. And so when you talk about the timing of all this, he was supposed to meet his friends. He's still checking in on them, making sure that they are okay. He says for now they are okay, and they're expected to come home this weekend. And so that is crazy. When you talk about the local impact of a story that the entire world is keeping their eyes on, we're still waiting to see how even the House Speaker vote, how that's going to impact the aid for U.S. and Israel. We've already seen some shipments arrive for the people there, but how is this going to develop in the coming day? In the coming days and weeks? We're keeping our eyes on a number of things.
These folks can't do anything.
No, they're locked up.
From Ukraine to Israel and Palestine to the government shutdown, they can't do anything until that speaker is elected. So we'll keep following that for you. Did you see this? Not a lot of folks did or knew what was going on. A 16-acre fire in Central had to be put out.
We're just learning from the Central Fire Department that they actually believe this is arson. They've launched a new arson investigation because 2 separate fires along Wax Road started. They believe somebody was popping off fireworks from Central Woods. So yesterday, Tuesday, they were out there along with Baton Rouge Fire, Cheneyville, Zachary, District 6, all fighting this fire with a number of different equipment and resources out there. But Matt, now comes the part where they want to know who did this and why.
I mean, okay, so those can be phone calls from you if you know anything about it. And understand that we are still in a burn ban. Right now, it's been modified here and there depending on the parish. Burn ban is still going on. We are obviously in the most extreme drought condition that they actually have a rating system for. So don't be that level of, let's just say it, stupid. You're putting yourself, your community at risk. I mean, come on now. So if you know anything about it, see if you can't make that phone call. Let's get you into Ascension Parish here. An arrest made, a big bust made, and authorities are saying we got some drugs off the street.
Weeks-long investigation. Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office investigating this man, Reggie Holland, accused on a number of charges, right? Not only having the drugs, but with the intent to distribute meth, cocaine, fentanyl, a number of different things, heroin, carrying weapons, firearm by a convicted felon, 2 counts of sexual battery. I mean, Matt, this laundry list is long. Look at this. They even seized a number of different drugs that the intent was to distribute. He's off the streets, the drugs are off the streets, so thanks to the hardworking folks there, the detectives and investigators, making sure that they're able to wrap this up, and they say investigation's still not over.
Let's get you over here. This is what, speaking of not over, conversations about childcare in Louisiana, funding about to run out, actually funding about to run out for folks all across the country.
Childcare assistance program. This was part of the deal that the Democrats passed that President Joe Biden signed. during the pandemic. That provided some extra allocation of funds for childcare programs across the nation. So you had childcare programs and daycare workers maybe getting an extra stipend so they can get to work.
Right.
Well, September 30th, all of that dried up. And October 1st, you got tons of people, tons of families across the country not knowing, how am I going to go to daycare if the workers aren't there, if the program doesn't even exist. So Callie Hubbard actually spoke with the Louisiana Department of Education. They have a special department kind of helping fill the gap here to meet the need. She's got the link for you to apply for child care assistance, to join a wait list to find out when your child can kind of be fit in to some of the programs they know are still going to stick around.
Hit the website if you'd like some more information. More information on the candidates running for parish president in Iberville. There's only ever been one parish president in its history since the home rule charter decided we're going to go the parish president route. It's been Mitch Orso. He's in the running again. Will he be reelected?
That's it. Two people running against him, right? You've heard that name?
Yep.
What is his name there? Mr. Elmo, that's his nickname. O'Neill Elmo Bosley. And then, of course, you've got the school board president, Chris Daigle, challenging him this time around. So what happens next here? Will the longest running parish president still have that seat? We'll see on Saturday.
I want to get you over here to the Metro Council. We've got a big meeting today. They're going to be talking about a lot of things, a couple things that are grabbing attention. You got the Brave Cave investigation going on. You've got the big Aztec Cove conversation going on. Will that end up happening? You can find their agenda right here. It's waiting for you. We'll get you all caught up. Catching you up on Southern University as well. It is homecoming week. We talked about all the activities. We still got a lot more going on today.
That's it. Head to the story in the 9 News app to find out which event you can attend. 3 today. It keeps going all throughout the week, Matt.
So much fun getting ready for the big game on Saturday, getting ready for the big drawing tonight. It's another night where you have a chance at the Powerball, $1.7+ billion.
Billion. I can't even make sense. I don't even know how much cash that would fill a room. I just have no context of what $1 billion look like in cash.
We would love to find out. Guys, we'd love to find out, right? We'll see. We'll stack some money in a room. Let's do that.
I can't count that high.
I can't count that high?
No, I can't even get my head around that kind of money.
1.7. It doesn't even sound real.
Yeah, that's stupid dollars.
You know?
That's just stupid dollars, man. How we doing right below you there, Jeff? What are we still going to get some of this?
We're tracking some rain. We've got a little bit of some sprinkle action kind of right now in Metro Baton Rouge. We think it'll be more numerous, more intense as we get deeper into the day. Light to moderate rains, though, expected 1/4 to 1/2 inch on average.
Yeah, on the right side of your screen, you can see some slickness on the streets, some misty drizzle.
All right.
Thank you very much.
She's back?
She is back.
Wow. All right. Be careful out there, folks. Grab that umbrella and make sure you're driving carefully out there today. We'll get you through it. See you in 10 minutes.
The winning play is the Buy Here, Sell Here event at the Team Automotive Group. Buy here and save on hundreds of certified and pre-owned vehicles. Or sell here and we'll pay you top value. Buy here or sell here and you'll be the winner at every location of the Team Automotive Group.